Welcome back to another Solus Finance video, where today we will talk to you about why you should be investing in your future. Number one reason why you should start now at a young age in investing is because you are at a very vital point in your life where you have an important asset, which is called time, right? So if you're young and you start now, you have more time than if you're 20 years old, for example. If you're 20 years old and you start now versus somebody who is maybe 30 years old or 40 years old, you have you're 10 more years behind them, but you started now. So when you get to their age, but when they started, you're already gonna jump over those people as well. So starting young just helps give you more time. And investing beats saving every time. Most savings accounts only have about 0.5% in it only pays around 0.5%, right? And then the stock market pays 7 to 10% annually or per year. Um, so, for example, if you invest or if you put away $1,000 in the savings account, it grows only to $1,000, $1,050, right? Because you only had the 0.5% from the account. But if you invest into the stock market, right, just like you did with the savings account, it then could then increase to about 2,000 to 2,500 depending on what happens that year in the market because of that 7 to 10% um, rate that the stock market generally produces. um, and another thing that stops a lot of young people from investing is the fact that they think that you need thousands of dollars or $500, but the truth is you could start with 5 to 10 to $20, just depending on where you're at in your financial life and what um, you're willing to sacrifice. Um, but the thing about starting small is, and the benefits from starting small is you build the habits of investing, which is making sure when you get that paycheck that you put that $20 in every time, or that you put that $10 in every time, and then it builds consistency and discipline as well, and then just confidence. The more that you do it, the more confident you get in it. That's just like with anything in life. As you're maybe you're an athlete or so, or just an artist. The more you paint, the better you become at painting, just the more by practicing you do. So, and then investing early gives you the freedom, right? Gives you the freedom that you want later on in life to be able to maybe travel with your kids, or to um, go to their ball game when instead of having to go to work, or just whatever the case may be. It also gives you the ability to walk away from a job if you need be. It also is passive income as well. So there's just a lot of benefits from the stock market that a lot of investors can benefit from. Um, and then lastly, you avoid regret, right? So like I was talking about earlier, if you're at 20 and you're at 30, if you waited to you're 30, the people at 30 wish they will say to you that if you go ask any investor out there, they'll say, well, why didn't I start earlier? That's just the people always say that. They say, well, why, I wish I would have started earlier. So ask any investor out there, I promise you that's what they'll say. And the financial or the soulless advice that I would give you today is, how do smart young investors do it, right? So I talked about all these benefits from it, but I didn't actually tell you how to do it. So listen, then I will explain to you how to do it very carefully. Um, I talked about starting, right? But you may go in there and think about, well, people say that I should wait on dips and this, that, and the third. There's this thing called DCA, which is dollar cost averaging, right? So essentially, the concept is dollar cost averaging is buying the shares, or buying or putting your money, or investing your money at the same time every month, right? So on the 11th of every month, right from the paycheck to the stock market, boom, it's just dollar cost averaging. So you will buy high shares, low shares, and in between. So it just the average is what matters, and what we're looking for on dollar cost averaging. So that's the tip of the day. That's the Solus Finance tip of the day. I hope this video inspires you to get out there and start learning about the stock market, and to start investing for your future. And here at Solus, we what we teach you, and it's a life of solitude and discipline, and teach you a lot of good habits. So have a nice day.